Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing good. And in today's video, we will be continuing with greedy. And before starting out today's video, and we'll solve two problems today. Before starting the video, I would just like to tell you about an ebook. This ebook is on data structures and algorithms. So if you're preparing for coding interviews or you are starting to prepare or you have a placement next season, whatever, in whichever year you are, it doesn't matter. You can refer to this excellent ebook. It is written by a software engineer himself who has worked in many multinational companies. So it has more than 90 plus DS and algo chapters. And also it contains 15 HR questions. So that's an additional thing in this book. So let me just quickly take you through how neatly this book is written. So we have sorting, we have time complexity, searching, and data structures like linked list, tree, queue, graph, all the necessary things required. And also there are different types of problem solving techniques discussed. And you can see how nicely it is written. It is very well written and it's easy to understand. So please do check out the ebook. The link is in the description of the video. Please do buy it. It's for an affordable price only. So let us start with today's video. So today's video first problem is smallest subset with sum greater than all other elements. Smallest subset with sum greater. So given an array of non-negative integers, our task is to find the minimum number of elements such that their sum. So we have to find minimum number of elements such that their sum should be greater than sum of the rest of the elements. So here, when we have to find minimum number of elements, the first observation is what? First thing is we have to find out minimum number of elements. So to find out minimum number of elements whose sum is greater than the rest of the array sum, isn't it obvious that we have to start taking out the greater elements? We have to pick out the greater elements first. So this is the only logic that is required. Let me explain it to you with an example. See, if suppose this is the array, okay. So what is the sum of the array? It is 12. Now, if I suppose pick out 1, so if the sum is 1, the remaining sum will be 12 minus 1, which is 11. So 1 is less than 11. So I will take another one. So sum becomes 2, remaining sum is 10. So you can see that because we are taking smaller elements, we need more elements. Smaller elements means we need more number of elements. Now, what if I tell you this? Instead of taking 1, why don't we start taking from the greatest element? So let us start taking from 7. Let us take 7. So what is the remaining sum? What will be the remaining sum? It will be 12 minus 7, which is 5. See, 7 is greater than the remaining. So we need only one element. So basically the idea of the problem is take the greater elements first. So how to decide which element is greater, which element is smaller? Easiest way is sort the array. So as I told in the beginning, sorting only most of the things greedy. So sort the array and start taking all the greater elements. And when the current sum becomes more than the remaining sum, that time break out. So I'll show you the Visual Studio Code. See, so this is my input array and this is the total sum of the array. So I found out the sum. Okay. After finding out the sum, I have sorted the array and I have kept a variable called current sum and count. Count represents number of elements required. So I will do current sum plus. So I will start from the right side because I've sorted. I will start taking from the greater elements. So greater elements means basically in the descending order I'm going. Okay, so I will take the greater elements and I will increase count value. And let us declare a variable called remaining sum. Remaining sum is equal to total sum minus current sum. So the question says if current sum is greater than remaining sum, we don't have to continue further. We just have to find out how many elements are required such that the summation of all those elements is greater than remaining sum, and we have to minimize that. So that is why this code is written. We have just made use of sorting. So I suggest you to pause the video once and try it by yourself. It's actually a very easy problem. Anyone can solve this. So only concept needed over here was sorting. Okay, so that was done. Actually, you can see the input. I mean, if I'll try to run the program once again. So if I give the input as let us say there are 4 elements and this is my input array. Yes, so the answer I'm getting is 1. The same thing in GFG also is given, right? The output is 1. So that was the first problem. Let us go on to the second problem now. So second problem is minimum sum of absolute difference of pairs. Pause the video and read the question by yourself. So I hope you have read the question and what is it saying? We are given 2 arrays of equal length, 2 arrays A and B of equal length, and the task is to pair each and every element of A with B such that absolute difference of all the pairs is minimum. So if you have little bit of programming knowledge also, you can easily tell how to solve this problem. What is actually, this is the easiest problem. What is there to be done here is, see, we have to find minimum of absolute difference of the pairs. So what I will do is I will sort both the arrays. I will sort both the arrays, because when I sort both the arrays, suppose A1, A2, A3, so on, AN, and B1, B2, B3, so on, Bn, then A1, B1, A2, B2, A3, B3, if we pair like this, if we pair in this fashion, we will get the minimum. We will get minimum sum, minimum absolute sum. So minimum absolute sum we will get if we pair in this fashion. So the question is nothing but sort both the arrays and just find out the absolute difference of the corresponding elements in the first and second array and keep taking the summation of that. So what is the code? I think everyone would have already solved this. Nothing great here. Just take the 2 arrays A and B as input. After taking the input, what should we do? Let us keep a sum variable. Let us sort both the arrays. Okay, so sorting both the arrays and just find the summation like this, abs of A of I minus B of I. This will give us the minimum sum required. So if I have to run this, so let us take that there are 3 elements in the array. Let the first array be 3, 1, 2. Next array, let it be 2, 3, 1. So yes, we should get 0. As you can see in the GFG example also, we are getting 0 as the answer. So this question is nothing but sorting. Both the questions are just about sorting only and using your logic, that is common sense. So I definitely believe you have both of them and you will easily be able to solve this. So that's all for today's video. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Please share the video with all your friends. If you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. And that's all. I'll see you in the next videos. Till then, take care, stay safe, keep learning, keep growing. Okay, bye.